Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been really so long. ഞാനൊരു വീഡിയോ എല്ലാം അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് but I thought this is the right time because I just cleared my FMG exam and I was getting a lot of DM asking like how I did it, how was the preparation, what is the resources. So in this video I'm gonna break down each and every queries you had reached to me. 6 months ago I was sitting exactly where you are right now. I was confused, I was stressed, and I was not knowing how to start my preparation. Should I stick to what I am preparing right now or should I join something? Preparing for FMG from my second year using Marrow, and I studied almost all the big subjects. I cleared my concepts throughout my MBBS using Marrow, and after coming to India, those 6 months I joined Arise. I took online and I have completely blindly trusted them and I didn't do any resource hopping. I just stick to them. Except surgery, I have did from Marrow itself because I was so comfortable with Dr. Rohan Kandelwal's teaching. So I didn't change it, and yeah, that's what I did, and I kept on solving PYQs. But now let's talk about what you guys should do and what you guys should not do. The first thing is stick to one main resource. Don't jump from app to app. Stick to whatever you're following and don't do resource hopping. That is the biggest mistake people make. And second thing is PYQs. That are the most important thing, and I can say like it is the backbone of FMG preparation. So keep solving PYQs, and I feel personally that Marrow have such a good Q bank, and even doc tutorial too have. And I don't know about the Q bank of doc tutorial because I didn't use it, but I heard it's good. But I have given their mock test and I can tell you it was the best mock test. So yeah, doc tutorial also is a really good platform, and Marrow is like the Q bank is really good, and I personally used Marrow Q bank. When you guys solve PYQ, you have to keep in your mind that it's not about the same question, but it's about the pattern of the question. The language can change in exam, and when we solve PYQs, and you should not expect that this kind of question will come for the exam. It will not repeat. The options can change, the language of the question can change, it can become little more trickier. So solve PYQs and try to do modules which will really help, and there will be so much twist and turn in the real exam. So always whenever you do PYQs, go and see all the options also and try to think like how the answer can change, how the question can change in that one particular question. That will also help. Third thing is revision, and it's one of the most important thing. When we first read, it will of course take a lot of time, but the second read it will become more, it will take less time than the first reading. So it's like that. So the first reading, do it properly, intensely, and the second reading, make it little smaller. Third reading, it will the content will become more smaller. And don't forget obsgyne, surgery, and PSM. Even medicine is one of the volatile subjects. You should not skip that subject at any cost. And even the subjects like microbiology, biochemistry, pathology, pharma, these all are also so important. ENT, forensic medicine, and ENT one of the main subjects which will fetch you marks. Even obsgyne also, these are so important, and don't compromise on these subjects. Do it how many times you can revise, do it as much as possible. Revision is the main key to help you cross 150. I didn't try to master every subject. Instead, I made sure that my strong subjects are strong and my weak subjects are safe. So you have to know which are your strong subjects, which are your weak subjects, and make sure that you give time to those weak subjects, but not like you will overdo it and you will end up not having time to revise the strong subject. The last but not the least, you should not sacrifice your sleep. What my FMG journey, I was sleeping for 7 hours. To be honest, I was sleeping every day 7 hours. I never sacrificed on my sleep. And you have to give mock test every Sunday. I used to give mock test, and I gave total 4 mock test before exam, and I did from all the platforms because I thought like it's the best thing that we can know different languages and different. It always help you for the main exam, and see the mock test as the real exam. Don't get disheartened. For sure, the first mock test will go so bad, but the thing is that you should not get demotivated. And after giving the mock test, go to the questions and review it properly. Reviewing is also one of the main thing about giving grand test and mock test. So I will share you one thing what I did, and it was kind of funny because my exam was on January 17th, and my friends already, the seniors who already said me like don't give any mock test in January because it will make your confidence down. And as usual, I didn't listen to them, and I gave one mock test in the end of the like in the starting of the January. In one Sunday, I gave, and unfortunately, I got 149, and which broke my heart, which made my confidence go so down. And I thought like, okay, I'm not gonna pass this exam. And I am telling you guys, don't do this stupidity because you have to give mock test because mock test is so important, but give the mock test before that 1 month before the exam, because the mock test scores will make your confidence go down, and even it will give pseudo confidence too. So I recommend you to give mock test in all Sundays of December, and in January don't give any mock test, just keep revising the notes which you are having, and don't do any resource hopping at the last moment. Just trust your process, keep your mind at the calmest as possible, because anxiety will kill you and it will make your score go down. What I did in the last 1 to 2 months, and this is the critical part. Yeah, what I did is like in the first one month I revised all the subjects, and the next 1 month I have divided into uh, like 2 weeks I did a revision again, and the next 2 weeks before the exam I did one more revision where I mainly focused on the main high yield topics and all the cancer staging, GCS score, all this scoring system, and mostly I revised obs gynae, microbiology, biochemistry, pharma, and PSM, and all other subjects I have already revised and kept before this month only. So that's what I did, and I didn't change my resource in the last month. I didn't go for any rapid revision which will be available in YouTube or anything. I just sticked on to what I was studying, and I just revised my notes itself, and I kept doing PYQs, and you have to solve PYQs at least 100 to 150 MCQs a day. And you can, and in the last month I kept doing mixed MCQs, and that will help you also. So that's what my last 1 to 2 months look like. You all can pass FMG exam, just trust the process. If any more queries is there, or if you want to know more about it, just let me know in the comment section. I will come up with another video. So all the best. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.